Namaste, Rahayu, Om Swastiastu. So we meet again on this very special talk show. We are going to commemorate the World Hindu Parishad Wisdom Meeting, isn't that?
And that's right.
The topic is very interesting for this year. It's going to be held on the 23rd of June 2018, and the theme is Hindu as a better way of life. And I'm here
Hindu for a better life.
Oh, Hindu for a better life.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry about that, but Hindu for a better life. Yeah. And I'm here together with Guruji, Anand Krishna. And if we're talking about Hindu for a better life, how do you explain that? How can it be Hindu for a better life?
That was the background of this expression, this phrase. The phrase comes from the Bali governor, Mr. Parishad, and he's also the president of World Hindu Parishad.
Mm-hmm.
So this phrase comes from him, and after much discussion, what do the youth, especially the youth, want from Hindu as a way of life?
Mm-hmm.
What do they want, and what is their expectation? What are their hopes?
Why focusing on the youth?
We old people are on the way to the graveyards. Remember we met a very senior lawyer in India.
I remember it.
Ram Jetmalani, and he said, I'm at the waiting lounge of departure lounge of God's airport.
Ah.
So I am also in the same boat, you know. So we have to focus on what today's youth are expecting as a Hindu, or even as a human being, following a certain way of life.
Mm-hmm.
What do they want? And after much discussion, what we want, what all of us want, especially youth, is happiness.
But don't we all want happiness?
Exactly. Yeah. We all want happiness, but we misidentify happiness with comforts, with pleasures.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a better car, if I have a better house, if I have a better partner, I think I'll be happy, but it's not always the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the case, actually.
Yeah.
What we are all looking for is happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So our life can never be better than now, which is more or less like feeling good, the Google type feeling good, We are just feeling good momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
Today I'm feeling good, tomorrow I'm not feeling good. Today I have status, I'm feeling good, tomorrow I lose my status, I don't feel good.
So basically it's just talking about the external factor.
External factor.
And that means we are talking to the millennial generation.
Exactly. Now the Hindu mind is always looking within. The Western mind has been looking outward.
Yes.
And now just consider this. The discoveries in the field of science, achieved by the West, initially was not by looking outside.
So that's what the rishis are actually been doing,
Those who found atom 100, 200 years ago, even in the West, they didn't have all the apparatus, they didn't have the facilities that we now have. They looked within, and they found so many things which we now benefit from. X-rays, gamma rays, all those rays. Television was made could be created because of those rays, So look within. If you are looking outside, there is no end. There's no end. Today you have a Innova. Tomorrow you want to have a what? Fortuner.
Fortuner,
Then you want to have a Harrier.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini, There is no end. And then there are people who want to have a special car customized by the most expensive brand and produce only one car for himself. And yet he's not satisfied, he wants a jet now.
And then he wants something else after a jet.
So there is no end. But if you go within, then you find out that what you really want is actually happiness.
But it's very interesting because not many people really get it. You know, what is the concept of looking within? And then I remember I was talking to someone And then, they were looking for happiness. And of course, the reply they get, the advice they get, look within. And what he said to me is that, can you please stop talking about looking within? Because I have no idea what is looking within.
Okay, let's simplify it.
Yeah.
Simplify it. What can make you happy?
What can make me happy? What makes me happy is when I'm like... my emotional or needs are like fulfilled, and basically I know if the external factors does not fulfill me.
Don't you think sometimes just a cone of ice cream can make you happy?
Oh, you mean the simple things? Yes, that's true. A good cone of ice cream, yes.
A good cone of ice cream can make you happy.
Yeah.
A good meal can make you happy.
Yes, that's true.
To
make someone happy, go through the stomach, they say.
True. And if you can have all the most expensive gadgets and cars and partners and whatever, if you cannot shit,
that's true.
if you cannot piss, if you are sick,
no matter how much money in the world.
So where's the happiness coming from? It's you.
Yeah, true.
It's not the outside factors.
True.
You can have everything. If you are not healthy, you are not happy.
True.
Right?
Yeah. That's
how to become healthy?
Well, work on it.
Work on it.
Yeah.
So that's looking within. Work on yourself.
So work on yourself.
Exactly.
It's looking within.
True.
As simple as that.
As simple as that.
Now, does it have to do also like with the attitude, how we see things, or not?
Oh yes. The attitude, these attitudes, these conditionings are affecting our happiness. We have certain ideas, and then if those ideas fail us, we become unhappy.
True.
So we have to first of all see that my happiness does not depend upon any outside factor.
And that is what is proposed by the Hindu better way of life.
Exactly. So the first thing a Hindu mind says, the first thing that can make you happy, the first happiness factor is dharma. Certain values, certain principles. You don't follow a set of rules fixed for you 10,000 years ago.
Yes.
You don't go by the book.
So it's always like renewable?
Exactly. Hindu, it is only the Hindu mind that says that Sanatan Dharma, the eternal religion, the eternal way of life, not religion in the common sense.
It's like a very...
The eternal way of life, it demands that your approach should be nit nutan.
Nit nutan.
Every day fresh.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So every day you must be fresh. So Bhagavad Gita has to be redefined from age to age.
But that's
Vedas have to be redefined to be relevant with this age.
So it's not sticking to the scriptures. Are you talking about that?
It is on your the awareness that is blossoming.
So it's always like an update version of yourself every time.
Exactly. So you update yourself and you find certain values in your life which are dear to you,
yes,
and which you create for yourself. Nobody is there to force upon you your values.
But don't you have limits?
Yes, you have to make sure that your happiness does not cause anybody else to suffer.
Okay, that's fair enough, because I was a bit worried if like we can do whatever we want, then
the golden rule applies, that is one. Second thing is, because we have a very short time, second thing is earth. You need wealth.
Yes.
But beside wealth, the second meaning of earth is meaningful life.
Oh, like bahasa Indonesia, arti.
Arti, yes. Yeah. So meaningful life is what? Meaningful life is when you are giving something to somebody. At that point, if there is a medical doctor with certain apparatus, and he can record your brain
waves
whatever, you are happy. It is when you give that you are happy.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's like if you feel like you're contributing. Is it more of contribution or
contributing?
Okay.
You are contributing. You are giving something. It's not necessarily money.
Yes.
It is not a piece of bread. Something that you can give that can make others' life meaningful.
So I'm being useful for something.
Exactly.
Feeling like, oh, I can do something.
So being meaningful, that is earth.
Yeah.
Third thing is calm. Calm is not only sex, but it's relationship. How do I relate myself with a situation? How do I relate myself with my family members, with outsiders, And you have to be a good mask dancer.
Okay.
In Bali, have this mask dancing.
Yes.
You have to know when you are dealing with your family, you have to have this mask. You are dealing with your boss, you have to have this mask. It is not being hypocrite.
I was just going to say that.
It is not. I can read your mind. It is not being hypocrite.
Yeah.
It is being very efficient.
I see.
Very efficient, because everybody knows you are putting a mask. But you are playing your role so efficiently according to the mask.
But okay, it's not hypocrisy, but then isn't it schizophrenic a bit?
Well, every genius,
yes,
according to psychology, must be schizophrenic.
Oh, okay.
Because psychology does not know what does genius means.
That's true.
So psychology, if you read psychology books, all the geniuses,
there's like schizophrenic.
Of
basically.
course, yeah, because according to them.
According to them.
According to them. According to us, they are awakened beings.
So they're talking basically to the level of consciousness. Is it level of consciousness or not?
Level of consciousness. We are sleeping. We are sleeping. That's why we are enjoying all kind of material stuff. Because we don't realize that this chair that I'm sitting on today will break one day.
I see.
I cannot own this forever.
Yeah.
So is my body.
Okay.
So is your body. My relationship with my dear ones, loved ones, everything is momentary.
Okay. So those are 3 points already.
3 points. The fourth one is very important, moksha. That is not to be attached to something or someone, but to be loving.
Moksha is not like when you're dead and you disappear.
No, you don't disappear. Buddhas don't disappear. Gandhi was shot, all the prophets, all the messiahs. So you don't disappear. You don't evaporate like that.
Okay.
Moksha can happen here and now.
Interesting.
Moksha can happen. You do not be attached, but you can be so loving without attachment. And beside that, the most important factor in moksha is freedom to express yourself, to work.
Freedom to express yourself to work. I think that's very important because a lot of people work, but then they cannot express their own freedom, and they get frustrated, and then
True.
That's
We have a very short time, and before we close, there's one sentence that is the motto of Hindu Parishad, and it was popularized by Swami Vivekananda, that says that mokshartham jagatitaya.
Yeah.
You have to work on your freedom first, moksha first. So it is not moksha after death.
I see.
You have to work on your moksha, on your freedom first, then only jagatita. Then only you can benefit the world, then only you can contribute towards the world. If you don't have the freedom to express yourself, to work, to voice your thoughts, you cannot do anything. You cannot benefit yourself, you cannot benefit others.
I see.
So that explains also that moksha is not after death.
Okay.
Mokshartham
so moksha
jagatitaya.
is supposed to be done first.
Right now.
Right now, before we can work.
Yes.
Right?
Before we can work and contribute positively.
I see. So that's basically a better way. A Hindu for a better life.
Yes.
Is
be happy, happiness.
Be happy, happiness.
And happiness comes from within.
Yes.
And there are 4 factors of happiness.
Yes. That's dharma.
Dharma, artha, kama and moksha. And then after you get moksha, then only you can contribute positively.
After you get moksha, then you can contribute
positively for the benefit of the world, for the world's welfare.
Yeah, so that is more meaningful. Life makes life more meaningful.
Yes, and I hope that this summit this time can really be a turning point. Bali can be the torchbearer for this message.
That's wonderful. So we wish the World Hindu Parishad the best for this summit on the 23rd of June 2018. And of course we pray also that the youth will be invoked, and not only invoked but encouraged also to know more about Hindu, and it's actually simplified like what you have just explained. So Hindu for a better life. Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji, and we meet again on our next talk show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaste.